There's an update? We've made some behind the cape enhancements to improve the game. Update now for the best experience? If there's some stat changes, I am gonna flip. If this actually happens, it didn't say that though. All it says is we made some behind the cape enhancements to improve your game. So, if something actually changes in the gameplay itself here, I will do a somersault. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I'm so excited. I can't even stand it. Something's in the news. Calling all heroes, we've done an exciting wave of card balance updates. Our goal is to have a wide variety of powerful cards and fun strategies in every class. To achieve this, we study win rates and use rates for cards, heroes, and classes, different levels of play. We also monitor player feedback. This time, we first weakened a few strategies that have gotten too strong, like ramp, hopefully. Then we made a lot of cards stronger to make out some cool new deck types. Try them out and have fun exploring. Any cards that got weaker have their recycle values temporarily increased to match their crafting cost. So if you guys want to recycle anything, just recycle them. You can recraft them later for the same cost. So just go recycle all your cards that you're not so sure about if they got nerfed, because you're going to be able to recycle them for much more. This means you can recycle a weakened card and craft something else of same rarity if you wish. So Beastly, Deep Sea Garg. This is a card that started off as a 666. Now it's a 677. It turns to a 678. Okay, Overstuffed Zombie is now overall better. It's a 4-cost 4/4, was a 3/5. Is that really better though? I don't know. I guess you're right. It has that high health potential with its ability, so having a stronger base attack would be fine. It's still a dry zombie. It's still a 4-cost dry zombie with no ability that affects the field other than affecting its own health. So, not so sure. All right, Mad Chemist is a 4-cost 3/5. Okay, this will be fun. I definitely want to make some more decks with Mad Chemist. Really fun card. Trick or Treater's now better. Trick or Treater's a gravestone. A freaking men, finally! Yes, that is so good. I'll tell you the problem with Trick or Treater before. Again, that's a 3-cost 2/3. Whenever you play a trick, first trick you play each turn, it'll conjure you a treat. The problem was, it just gets berry blasted whenever you play it. It's so hard to pull off. But now that it's a gravestone, it'll be sort of protected in its gravestone rather than from Gravebuster. Then you can play that trick and actually gain some momentum immediately. I'm so happy. Duck Stash is stronger. It's a 3-cost 3/2 now. It'll actually grow to a 5/4. Oh, baby! Oh, baby! Neutron Imp is better. It's a 1-cost 2/2. That is so good. A 1-cost 2/2 is a fine card, and again, it's going to do a bonus deck every single time you play an environment, so you can really up the tempo. I've been trying some Jimmy Neutron decks recently, and I have found that, again, it has that problem. Any card you play on turn 2 that has 3 health, it just gets berry blasted, it gets hot dated. Now that it's a 1-cost card, this has some real good combo potential. I'm definitely... Interdimensional Zombie is a 1-cost 2/2? No. No. This is not true. This is a nerf. It was a 1/3 and now it's a 2/2? Are you kidding me? This nerfed... This is not better, PopCap. Sorry, guys. Thanks for trying. I mean, again, it can be used as sort of a control card on one. No, it can't be. It's because it's a zombie. This is definitely worse. I'll tell you why. The whole idea is playing a 1-cost 1/3. It's almost impossible to destroy on turn 1. There's just Bong Choi, Meteor. There's only a few cards that can really take it out. And then you play that Transformation Station or that Doctor Who on turn 2, and then it turns into another card. There's no way of dealing with it. This is a lot worse, because now this dies to anything on turn 1. I completely disagree. Again, I think this might be a legit balance. I don't really see the need for it. I don't really understand. This doesn't make any sense to me. This is worse. It's certainly not better. This is certainly not better. You're not going to gain that much by having it between 1 and 2 attack. You're transforming it that turn or the next turn either way. So it's not going to be one. This is a mistake. Anyway, keep it going. I think. we can try interdimensional slime. This does make the leap decks worse. If you want to look, if Conjure Leap was too good, if they look, they say, oh my gosh, Conjure Leap HG, that was too good, we have to nerf interdimensional zombie, then that would make sense, but it's certainly not better. Keep it going. Brainy gains some aggressive options with new pair of 2-strength zombies for 1 cost, especially since they are both science cards. Oh, okay. Aggressive. Okay, so they're saying that Jimmy Neutral interdimensional zombie can be used as aggro. It's not an aggro. All the interdimensional zombies less resilient, now hits twice as hard before he transforms. A dry zombie that does 2 damage, does not draw a card, is not bullseye, is not a good aggro card. I'm sorry, I beg to... I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. I more than just beg to differ. I very strongly disagree. And Jimmy Neutron is... The point of him is not going to be aggro now. You're not going to be able to aggro enough with environments. This just makes him easier to combo. Okay, I honestly don't think this paragraph is correct, to be honest. Alright, keep it going. I do like some of these changes, though. I like the Mad Chemist, the Duck Stash, and the Trick or Treater. More Conjure, more RNG. That's what we need, you guys. More luck. Crazy. Okay, Francotois was a 5-cost 5/5. Now it's a 5/7. Okay, again, I hope... I don't know if Tempo Garg decks are ever going to be good. I don't know if this even makes Francotois worth it. Again, it can still just be removed by... Maybe that... Is Briar Rose getting nerfed? You know what? Maybe if the Solar class gets nerfed, this is actually going to be good. It's possible that if Briar Rose goes down the pothole, that Gargs become a lot better. And then this will actually make a big difference because then it can't be countered by the plants. Interesting. Gargantuar throwing Imp... is a 2/2. Beautiful. Love this. Love this. Again, we actually had a good use at a Garg throwing it. If you want to look up on YouTube, there's a video called When Garg throwing Gargs Throw Zombots. So we in Hunting Grounds, it's good with fireworks and barrels. We did find a way to do this, but the fact it's a 2/2, I like this. I don't think the card was strong enough, and this really makes it. Hippity Hop Garg is now healthier. It was a 6/4, it's a 6/5. That's fine. Love that. Hopefully Garg decks can make a comeback. I would love that. Oh my goodness, if Gargs can make a comeback. Disconaut says zombies with 2 strength or less at bullseye was 3 strength. So it's a little bit weird. They were trying to buff the Brainies aggro by making these 2-cost zombies, but they essentially just eliminated the last good aggro card on the plants on the zombie side. Line Dancing Zombie no longer gets bullseye. This screws up a lot of the aggro zombie decks, including the aforementioned Professor Brainstorm, probably. Valkyrie costs 4. This is fine. Valkyrie has always needed a nerf. I've been raving about this since set 1. I would say 5 would be balanced. 4? Okay. You know what? Mustache Mining got nerfed, so you nerf Valkyrie to 4. I think this is fine. Does Val Trickster Hybrid become much worse here? It really doesn't. I want to see if they did anything to add to Val Tricksters, to the Tricksters. I guess we've already been through the... That was already the Brainy and Crazy class. Val Trickster Hybrid is still easily the best deck in the game. This doesn't matter. They could have made Trickster cost 12. That would have been good. Okay. Disconaut has been dancing up a storm with high win rates, even as a 2/1 against berry decks. If they're nerfing berries, then they have to nerf Disconaut. In particular, Disconaut was giving Flamenco Zombie and Binary Stars too much unstoppable damage. Whatever. This change... Hey, look, they have the stats. They know better than me. This change made Disconaut a little more challenging to build around. Valkyrie has been one of the best one-turn combo cards in the game for a long time. It's also been undercosted for its stats when played as a normal attacker. I'm saying this for years. Now it still sings in impressive areas with both roles, just not quite as quickly. Look, I like Valkyrie getting nerfed. I would say 5, but 4 is fine. 5 would give Valkyrie decks a problem. It would really make it hard to pull off. It would combo with Mustache. Now it combos with Mustache Monument on 7. I think this is okay. It still teleports in on turn 5. This is fine. This is fine. I'm not so sure about this Disconaut though. Okay, I'll tell you one thing though, and I do agree with this. I haven't looked at the Kabloom class. We sort of saw a little bit of rumors about this update before. If they nerf berries, before Strawberry was the thing, Disconaut was overpowered. It was way too strong. If Strawberry gets nerfed, if berries get nerfed in general, Disconaut would still have the problem, even as a 2-1. Strawberry would not be able to counter it as well, and therefore it would need a nerf. So I actually do agree with this. I actually think this is fine. It's just going to be really hard for aggro zombies anymore. Anyway. Hardy Chump Champion is stronger, because it's just been an underpowered card. Was a 3-4, now it's a 4-4. I don't think that's going to make it amazing, but anyway. Turquoise Skull Zombie is now healthier. It started off as a 2-4, they made it into a 2-5, and now it's a 2-6. Hey, maybe it'll work. Alright, sneaky. So Cryo Yeti is better. It gained Gravestone ability. This is the most significant change. The whole problem with Cryo Yeti, like every single dry zombie that costs 5 or more, you play it, it doesn't affect anything that happens on turn 5, they can efficiently remove it. The fact this is a Gravestone makes it pop out of the Gravestone and then freeze the plants they play that turn. It makes this into an entirely new card. This has gone from an almost unplayable card, a card that was only good with a Gravestone environment or a teleport, and that's so inefficient, so this is a very strong turn 5 tempo play, and the card can actually grow every time something freezes. Unthawed Viking is healthier, is now a 4-4, so it looks like free zombies. I'm excited to use those. Captain Flameface is better. It has a Gravestone ability. So it was a 2-4, now it's a 2-4. It makes all your pirates have strike through. Now it's 2-4 Gravestone. Is Gravestone necessarily better for Captain Flameface? You can't teleport it in anymore. What is a 3-cost 2-4 really weak to? It's just Hammer. Okay, you know what? In the late game it will be better, because there are a lot of things that can counter the strike through for Captain Flameface. So in the late game, if you're not playing, if it's only on turn 3, the Gravestone doesn't really help it that much. You can get Gravebusted just as easy. There's more Gravebusters in the meta than there are Hammers. Unless Hammer might become a good card. We're going to see what happens with the Solar class in a second. But in the late game, it can be more easy. There's a lot of things that can kill in the late game. And the Gravestone sort of protects it. Okay. You know what? You know what the main point of Captain Flameface being a Gravestone deck is? Is pirate Gravestone decks. You can do Headstone Carver on 1, you got Swashbuckler Monkey Pirate on 2, and then you have Sneaky Zombie Captain Flameface on 3, and this will be a 3-5 strike through, make all your pirates strike through if you have a Headstone Carver on the field. That is easily the biggest change about this. So interesting. I like that. We'll see if that's in the explanation. Tomb Raiser Zombie is now even better. Okay, so it started as a 2-3, it went to 2-4, now they made it 3-4. That's fine. Maybe Gravestone decks. Gravestone decks. I like it. Barrel of Barrels now uses 2 brains instead of 1. I love this. Barrel of Barrels was one of the most annoying cards in the game. It was very, very strong. It was auto-include in almost every sneaky deck, unless you're relying hard on Pokémix of Gravedigger. It was so good with Doctor Who. Like Doctor Who on 3 with a Barrel of Barrels is just ridiculous. There's no way to counter that. You can also conjure Rocket Science and Final Mission, which have become Science Barrel Tricks. Who cares? The thing is, I do like this, and I think that actually almost makes it worse if it's conjuring fewer minions. It's not as useful with Stompodon. Barrel of Barrels, this is a huge nerf going down to 2. It makes it so much less versatile. I do like it. Barrel of Barrels has been uncorking a Nastily Deadly effect while costing 1 and giving you a card back. This has too often been barreled over high sun cost plants who rely on high health to survive. Now Barrel of Barrels can conjure new tricks. But yeah. I'll take it. Gravebusters and Blockbusters. Again, anything that gains a Gravestone, it obviously has a weakness, but I'm pretty sure the tempo with Headstone Carver, I think that's really exciting. Keep it going! I'm on Android. Guardian. So Marine Bean is now different overall better. So it used to be a 3-cost 2-4, gain 2 for each amphibious plant in the water. Now it's a 3-cost 3-2, When played, this gets 1/1 for each other amphibious plant. So those plants don't have to be in the water. They can be on the ground, which means it works. It can work with Rotobega. You don't have to be stacking plants necessarily in the water. Did they buff Bog to 2 cost? I guess they didn't. Oh wait, oh no, we're still coming up. Okay, here we go. We're coming to the plants now. Mirror Nut is now healthier. It was a 4 cost 06, now it became 07, now it's an 08, which makes it that it can't be killed by exploding fruitcake, which makes it a very strong answer to trickster decks. For example, Professor Brainstorm has no way of dealing with Mirror Nut, so it's very weak against the Hardy class, very strong against the Smarty and Crazy classes. Keep it going. So Kabloom. Transfiguration, it started as a 2/7 and went to 3/7. Now they're making it 4/7. They're making a lot of the RNG cards like Transfiguration and Mad Chemist better. So, you know, it's kind of what I anyway do nowadays. Just have fun with that. That's really nice. Atomic Pomegranate is now stronger. 4 cost 5/2 was a 4/2. I disagree with this. It is underpowered. It needs a serious buff. I would have just made it cheaper. It's too, even a 5 cost 5/2 that makes seedlings, it's way too slow for a turn 5 play. That was its main problem. I would have definitely made it a 4 cost 4/2. Even then, it's kind of slow, but that would have at least justified as a card. This is not good. Okay, Strawberrian. Here we go. Now has less health. First of all, it's not a 3/3 anymore. It's a 3/2, which means Bungee Plumber. Bungee Plumber is slowly but surely going to become the best card in the entire game. It kills Strawberrian. We're going to see in a second. There's just going to be a couple other reasons why Bungee Plumber. We're going to get to the solar class. I'm going to explain. Again, I knew a little bit of rumors of this update because we saw on the dev server. And his ability now has only next door lanes, but not its own lane. So Strawberrian cannot protect itself. It does overall less damage. If they play Strawberrian on the field on 3, you don't have to worry about that Sergeant Strawberrian 4 because you can just put a zombie right in front of the Strawberrian and take it out with no repercussions. This is a huge nerf to berry decks. First of all, that he can be removed easier on turn 3. And second of all, that he's just overall way less good. I'm so happy. Sergeant Strongberry has less health. He used to be a 4/3. They made him into a 4/4 before Strawberrian was created in order to try to buff berry decks, and they still suck. Once Strawberrian, berry decks have an extremely high win rate. I love this to death. Thank you so much, guys. All you good folks at PopCap. Now he's back to 4/3. So berry decks, Sergeant Strongberry can be removed by so many more things. Strawberrian can remove. This is so much more balanced. The crazy class is going to be able to, just with wraths and 2 and 3 damage, even extinction events can deal with Strawberry now. I love this. I think this is absolutely amazing. Shelf Shroom is a 2/2. I don't think Shelf Shroom was a great card to begin with, to be honest. Hardly ever even used it in berry decks. It didn't do quite enough, but anyway. Fireweed. Amen. Fireweed was one of the most broken cards in the entire game. It was a 2 cost 3/3 if you play it on heights, and if you play in the ground, it was a 2 cost 3/2, cover their environment, do extra damage to them. It did way too much. Now it's a 3/2. So again, this is still a very good card because again, a 2 cost 3/2, you can play it on heights, and it can also cover your opponent's environments, play on the ground. It'll have less health, it'll kind of die immediately, but it's still a very versatile card. You can still not run environments and just run Fireweed. It's so interesting how they nerfed this card severely, and it's still a very good card. I love this. Strawberrian has been very powerful. I think berry decks are still somewhat viable. I'd like to still see what spit out Splash Berries, since it has kind of a combination, not only relying on the berries, see how that deck does, but it could defend its own lane, it keeps itself alive, use chances, reduce berries' health, balance their explosive offense. Fireweed's raw power and flexibility have started too high of a win rate. Thank you. Leading to his health reduction. Perfect. Lowering the health values cause certain zombies to be able to take it. It happens to be that Bungee Plumber can remove everything in the entire Kabloom class. Bungee Plumber is becoming good. Mega Grow, typical Beanstalk is now different and overall better. 3 cost 3/3 when played next to Leafy Card, conjure a Leafy card. I really like this. Oh my goodness, is this what the Mega Grow class needed? The thing that's missing from this game is card draw on the plant side. Really on the zombie side too, because they nerfed all the card draw. I love Miracle decks. A 3/3/3 is very decent stats, and the fact that it can draw a card and cycle through your deck, I think that's really good. It's very good with the with Onion Rings, because you're drawing it, you're controlling the opponent while not losing cards in your hand, setting up that big Onion Rings play. The fact it was a 4-cost card, you can't draw cards on turn 4. Drawing cards on turn 3 while making a good tempo play, not falling behind, I think this is exactly what this card should be. I definitely want to try this in decks with like Click Peas, maybe Magic Beanstalks. Let's see what happens here. Smarty class, here we go. This has been the worst class for the plants forever. Bog now costs 2. Amen! So what Bog does is that it reduces the zombies by 2 and increases the amphibious plants by 2. This might really push, between this and Marine Bean changing, might really push amphibious plants. Very good. Snake Grass became better. This is going to help the Smarty class. Again, the problem with the Smarty class is no win condition cards, and neither of these are going to be winning. Planet of the Grapes now costs 3 instead of 2. Obviously, okay, there's still no new win condition cards in the Smarty class, but I don't know. Maybe some kind of tempo deck with amphibious minions would be good. Okay, Planet of the Grapes. I'll give this I'll give this a statement of its own. The reason this, of course, needed to get nerfed, it used to cost 2, now it costs 3, is because of Cycle Cap. You just run Astro Shroom and Admiral Navy Bean with Nightcap and put them into the Planet of the Grapes, and every minion you play, you're going to draw cards and you kill them. That deck was way too strong, and now they made Planet of the Grapes cost 3. That makes it so much worse for 2 reasons. First of all, it's just a bigger investment. Every time you play Planet of the Grapes, that's the most important card in that deck. And second of all, it just slows it down. You used to be able to play let's say, Planet of the Grapes, Astro Shroom, Puff Shroom on turn 3 already. That can only happen on turn 4. Unless you play the Planet of the Grapes the turn before, which gives the zombies 2 turns to remove it. I really like this. Yes, and there absolutely is merch, exclamation point, merch. Check it out. Oops. Keep it going. Someone's just asking me for the merch link in the chat. Alright, keep it going. So Planet of the Grapes has had a lot of fun applications, but it's frustratingly fast to draw cards with Astro Shroom and Admiral Navy Bean. Thank you. This change brings those combos a bit back to Planet Earth. Perfect. And out of the Planet of the Grapes. Alright, keep it going. I like these explanations. This is nice. This is good. Again, I've disagreed with a couple of them, but overall, I'm loving this. Okay, guys, before I even look at what's here, I have heard a little bit. The Solar class has easily, single-handedly been the best class in the game, plants or zombies. So many great strategies. Briar Rose Solar Winds has been broken. Let's see what happened here. Laser Beam is now stronger and healthier. It's a 6 cost. Was a 4/6. Now it's a 5/7. I like this. This is actually going to make strike-through decks stronger. Aggro decks with the Solar don't seem to be nerfed at all here. Except for Fireweed. That's not even Solar, though. That's Kabloom. Briar Rose now costs 5. Perfect. This is the exact perfect cost for Briar Rose. It used to cost 6. It was too expensive. Now it costs 5. They made it down to 4, which it's been that way for a year. It's been the most broken card in the game for a year. Briar Rose, easily best card in the game. And with 3, now it's a 5-cost card. It used to be you could play Solar Winds on 2, Briar Rose on 3. Now Solar Winds costs 3, which makes it so much worse. An environment costing 3 gives it a disadvantage. This is still a good card, but I don't know. It's a lot worse costing 3, because again, you're investing so much sun into it. They can cover their the environment and erase that investment that you've made much easier. It slows it down. This is the best thing that ever happened. Sunflower Seed is also weaker. It's 3/2/2 instead of a 3/1. So again, it can't control as well as a 2/2. I'll tell you what's happening to the Solar class right now. Ramp is becoming nerfed. There's still a card called Twin Sunflower that you can play on turn 2, which if it survives, it might be a challenge to make it survive. There might even be turn 1 plays they're gonna have to make in order to set it up on turn 2. you can still go turn 2 Twin Sunflower, turn 3 Briar Rose, and I think that's still going to be viable. You can also go turn 3 Solar Winds or Sunflower Seed and turn 4 Briar Rose. That's still good. This should slow down the ramp a lot. There still is Cob Cannon. Cob Cannon didn't get a nerf. I think ramp on the Solar class is still going to be strong. It's definitely a lot weaker now, and that's really good. The weaker you make it, I'm happy they didn't nerf it to Oblivion. I'm really happy they didn't. You know, if they would have made Cob Cannon lose one of its abilities, for example, I don't want to see the Solar class have a decline. Now, there is a separate strategy in the Solar class that did not get nerfed, and if anything, it got buffed. And that is aggro. That's Haunted Pumpkin on 1. You go with Elderberries and you do Apple Saucers and Astracados, and now Laser Beam can be your big finish if you want to run a 6-cost card. It does a lot of damage. And this is another reason why, as I mentioned before, Bungee Plumber is so good now. It is so freaking good because all the Solar class cards, the only good Solar strategy now, okay, not the only good Solar strategy, but the aggro Solar decks are going to rise as the ramp ones are nerfed. Briar Rose has blossomed into one of the most feared plants in the game, ever since her cost dropped from 6 to 4. After many seasons of dominance, it's time for the bloom to come off the rose, making her and the strongest flower enablers a little bit slower. These enablers have also been very powerful in decks that ramp their Sun to make high cost Sun early on. These cards are still quite strong, just a little slower. Agreed. This is a beautiful balance change. I feel like the finesse of these two cards specifically getting nerfed. Mwah! Beautiful PopCap. Thank you. This will also help some zombie strategies that had especially thorny time with Briar Rose. See, again, I mentioned this before with the Beastie class. Gargs are so bad because of Briar Rose. Once there's fewer Briar Roses, Gargantuars become bigger, and they keep buffing the Gargs again and again, but the thing that they haven't done is remove their main problem. Their main problem is they're dry Gargs that you're playing, and there's a very efficient ways to deal with them. Now, a Briar Rose that costs 5 to play against a 5-cost guard, that's a 1-for-1. You're not gaining any value. It's not like removing a 5-cost Gargantuar with a 4-cost Briar Rose anymore. So maybe guard decks, you know, Gargalgist just dropped as a, last week as a, or is it this week? Recently dropped as a event card, so I'll take it. Please rate our app in the store after every update, and thanks for playing. Well, thank you, PopCap. I'm super excited to try Tempo Pirate decks. I want to try some of the new Solar decks, see how they run. We're going to be doing that real soon. I think Val Trickster Hybrid is still the best deck in the game, especially because of how good Bungee Plumber, Barrel of Deadbeards, Fireworks, these cards are just becoming so much better. I don't know if they accounted for Trickster Brainstorm. I almost feel like Bungee Plumber should cost 2 now. That would make Haunted Pumpkin do good. Anyway, guys, that was the update. That's my reaction. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace! This is Fry.